the Lakers with Anthony Davis coming back. Not betting it tonight, but because Anthony Davis should be getting more and more minutes as we roll through here, the Lakers are still underdogs in a lot of these games because of the way they've been playing. This is where you hop back on the bandwagon, and you're going to be able to win quite a few dollars. Like even tonight, they're at +3, and I think that's actually a pretty decent bet. But Anthony Davis tonight might only play 20 minutes. By this weekend, he'll be up to 32. And if you're going to give me Anthony Davis plus 32 minutes and they have a nice schedule this weekend, I'm going to hop back on that bandwagon. So the Lakers in particular are somebody that's sticking out to me at the moment. Also betting against Toronto this weekend. Siakam has been pretty much sitting out every other game. Fred VanVleet, we don't know when they're going to bother playing him. We don't know when they're going to bother playing Kyle Lowry at this point because they're in full tank mode. And they're trying to play these guys one at a time. If you've noticed, they'll play Siakam one time, and then they'll make him rest, and then they'll bring Lowry back for one game, and then they'll make him rest just because they want these star players to play one game here and there, but never together because they don't want to try to actually win. The other night when they beat Brooklyn, that was a mistake. They didn't want to do that. It just happened that Brooklyn, because James Harden and KD went down, they were left Kyrie Irving, so Toronto wound up winning that game, but that's not what Toronto's looking to do. So betting against Toronto right now is also another safe bet.
Well, and just so you know, guys, if you're watching this show, this is the first time Dan's been on the show. And I've been doing the show for 7 years, but I didn't know Dan. But I'll tell you right now, when I edit this, I will listen to what he says, and I will write it down, because how many Saturdays have you guys given me winners, Dan? I mean, between you and Chris, when I Sunday, I just wake up, I have my little notes, and I write it down, because you see me, I write it down, and then I bet what you say, and you win. You're a very, very good handicapper, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Because I'm very new to handicapping because I've spent most of my time on radio either doing general sports or fantasy football at DFS, and DFS kind of led the way into me wanting handicapping some games as well. So I'm new to it, but it has been a pretty successful run, especially when I have ideas to be able to bounce off of you, Chaz, and you're able to back me up with a lot of your data that you guys have.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Okay, let's talk to John from GMF Sports Consultants. John, this weekend, what's anything on your plate that's going to jump out at you?
Just MLB. I'll kind of be amping up my MLB plays here a little bit as we start seeing more data, more trends, more analytics coming in. Obviously, you have Dodgers Padres matchup going on, so that'll be interesting to watch. Another thing too that I'll be keeping an eye on is I'm a Yankee fan, born and raised in New York, and we all know the first let's say 3 weeks, very young in the season, but I think the Yankees' struggles have been pretty much taking over the news here because the Yankees got off to the worst start in whatever stat that you could throw up there. It's been years and years and years, so I'm interested to see exactly what they do against the Indians and how they kind of climb out of this hole, so to speak, this early in the season. The Yankees have not been playing well. Obviously, they're not hitting. They have their issues on defense, and we could probably say, besides Cole, they have some serious questions at the starting pitching. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play out, from here on out.
Well,
Speaking of, they just took a 5-3 lead.
Yeah, they just took the lead. I was going to say the same thing. And the reason I'm paying attention to that game is I don't care if the Yankees win 6,433 as long as Cleveland has 4.
As long as I get that 4, right?
And now what I know, it's guaranteed now that I'm going to get.
You'll get that extra bet at the end.
That's right. It's guaranteed. So I'm going to get that at last bet, or I'm not going to need it. And that's really my favorite part of live betting is winning, making the decision that I'm not betting anymore because, as you know, John, sometimes what did I have the other day? I had 9 plays on a game. Oh, it was that easiest win ever, too. It was that over. It was Sunday Night Baseball. It was the over. So it was the last game of the day. I loaded up.
Yeah, they scored all those runs in the first, second.
I had 9 tickets going into this game. And so, Dan, normally what we'll do is as soon as we catch a break, we'll keep going on that over. So if it hits the number, we'll throw another small unit. And Wes has a formula, but it's like a quarter unit, a half a unit, quarter unit, eighth of a unit. So no matter what happens, you're coming out ahead. But usually what'll happen is you'll catch 2, maybe 3, sometimes all 4 of them. Well, I ended up with 9 of them and hit every single bet. That's part of the reason I took that $93 up to 4 something is because the first bet of the day and the last bet of the day are real important, not only for your bankroll but for your attitude.